start.
Hello everyone, I'm Paula Warner. I am a student at American College of Healthcare Sciences. Welcome to my presentation on aromatherapy. I don't know how much you know about aromatherapy, but I hope when you leave you will become more knowledgeable and you'll want to try some of it for yourself. Let me explain a little bit about what it is. Aromatherapy is the use of essential oils for the emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual healing of the body. So it really works in all aspects of yourself, and you'll be able to experience that a little bit later in the presentation. Okay, what I'm going to be talking about today. What are essential oils? Application choices, there are 3, and I will be covering all 3, but focusing more on topical because of time restraints. And there are 6 things you need to consider when using essential oils. Okay, it's not perfume, you don't just slap it on, okay? Lavender, what's up with that? You're gonna find out. I have a couple recipes to share with you if you want, and I'll give you a copy when I'm done, okay? And then if there's time, we'll have some Q&A. So, let's get started. What are essential oils? It uses specific parts of the plant to make a volatile oil through the process of distillation. It could be the stems, the flowers, the fruits, the roots, the bark, the wood, any part of the plant, okay? And volatile doesn't mean it's going to explode, no. But it's processed through distillation. It's either through water, steam, or water and steam. I wish I had time to talk more about that, but I don't. So, they are volatile because they evaporate when exposed to air. That's what makes it so wonderful to smell. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about inhalation, oral, and topical. I'm going to get all this up here right now. Okay, when you inhale, it could be through nasal sprays, it could be through aerosols, it could be through diffusers, it could be on candles, it could be many, many, many choices. And they're used for various reasons. For example, if you were stuffy and you wanted to inhale it with, hot water and stuff, you would put it in your water and you would put a towel over your face and sniff. The problem is, if you have asthma, you probably don't want to do that because it may thicken the mucus in your body and really cause an adverse reaction, which I'll get into that a little bit later. We're going to talk about oral. Now, oral, you have to be really, really careful because you have to know what you're doing. You have to know your oils because you can really hurt yourself if you don't know how to take it. Just keep in mind when you do it by inhaling, if you do it orally, if you do it topically, it still gets into your bloodstream. So in essence, you're still taking it in internally. Okay, so we are going to focus on topical. Now, the question, do I dilute it? Do I not dilute it? There's some things you need to consider when you're working with essential oils. There are different types of reactions you could have to them. So what you do is you do a skin patch test. That's very simple. Just wash your forearm with unscented soap, rinse it off, dry it, and just put a little dab of the oil or the blend, and then cover it with a gauze or a Band-Aid, and then wait 24 hours. If you seem to be sensitive to allergies or you're unsure about an oil, do the skin patch test. Now there's 2 types of reactions you can have. If you start feeling itchy and it's kind of painful, burns a little bit, you're having a reaction and I'm sorry, you probably should not use that oil. It could happen before the 24 hours are up, so keep tabs on that. If you take the bandage off and there's nothing there, yeah, bravo, you can use that oil. The other is sensitization. That's when your immune system kicks in. It says, no, I don't like that. And that's usually a whole body reaction. And you know when that happens that you definitely cannot use that oil. It could be a rash, it could be boils, itching, and that's when you need to seek medical advice or try a homeopathic antihistamine. So, photosensitivity. Some oils are very sensitive to sunlight. Like a lot of your citrus oils, like bergamot and lime and oils like that, you don't want to apply them to your skin and go out in the sun because you could really get a burn, and that burn place could stay for many months. Some examples of oils that may cause this is, I said, bergamot, lemon, grapefruit. If you want to use those oils, just make sure you're covered before you go out in the sun. Okay. Also, tanning beds. You have to be careful about that too, because the same ultraviolet ray comes down from them. Okay? This over here is part of a dilution table that you can use. Base oils, there are many you can use. You'd have to find the ones that have the consistency you like. For example, coconut oil is very good. Not so much the solid for just as diluting, but the liquid. There's sweet almond oil. There's jojoba oil, which is really good. It's a little bit thicker and smoother. So it just depends on what you want to achieve. Okay? Any questions? Great. All right, now these are 6 things that you should consider before using essential oils. Okay, now, the first one is the low therapeutic margin. Do your research on the oil. It'll tell you if it has a low therapeutic margin, means more is not good. You know, it'll give you the dosage you should use for that particular oil. So you really need to look at that, okay? Duration guidelines. Suppose you were on a treatment plan and your practitioner put you on essential oils along with the other modalities. Usually you would use that for 3 or 4 weeks and take a break, and then she or he will reassess your condition. They may continue with that oil or change the oil or not, you know, have you take it anymore. So you can kind of work up a tolerance to that oil, so you want to be careful about that. Drug interaction, oh yes. You know those commercials you see on TV, the new medications, this is, don't use if, don't use if, don't use if. You know, you really have to listen to them because you can have drug interactions. So if you take this medication, don't use this drug. It's the same type of thing. That's why you need to know your oils. Okay. Recommended daily doses. Yes, they do. They do. You really, you know, have to, you know, take heed to that because you don't want to get sick. You don't want to hurt yourself. They're very powerful plant-based oils. Okay. Contraindications. Again, the TV commercials when they say, if you have this condition, don't use this med. If you have a bad liver, don't take this med. If you have bad kidneys, don't take this medication. It's the same type of thing with oils. That's why if you're really uncertain, do your research or ask a licensed holistic practitioner on what to use. Okay? And of course, you don't want to put it in your eyes or up your nose or any place else where it could cause, you know, real problems. Any questions on these? Oh, okay, great. Okay. Now, so what is up with this? Well, I'll tell you what's up with this because you need to know your Latin names. I'm not saying memorize them, but there are different lavenders, There are different chamomiles, and they all have different therapeutic uses. They all have different scents. And I will tell you something, I used to love to go to stores that had the homemade soaps and stuff. I would smell a lavender soap thinking, oh, I would love this. It's like, ooh, why don't I like this soap? You know, if I had really understood maybe the Latin name, I could have read it, but oh, okay. So we're going to talk about two particular ones today. Lavender, Lavandula angustifolia. It's the most common because it has all these therapeutic actions, and I am going to let you smell it. In perfumery, or when you're dealing with scents, they use music, vocabulary, top note, middle note, and bass notes. The top note is when you have that first scent and then it disappears. When you're waiting longer, you will sense and smell a new dimension to it. You get, like with lavender, it's balancing, it's calming, it's floral, so it's considered a middle tone. Middle note, sorry, it's not a tone. In the same way when you smell, okay? The longer you hold these, the more dimension you're gonna get. So I'll give you an opportunity to smell this. Just let me know if it brings up any emotional response, any memories, or what's the smell like to you? Is it just flowers, right? Here you go. All right. What do you smell? Does it bring up any memories, emotions?
Relaxing.
It's very relaxing. Okay. You know, I used to do wine tastings, and people would say, I would say, okay, what do you smell? And they would say, grape. It's like, okay, open your mind and just really smell it. And I'll say, oh, I smell grass, or I smell citrus, or I smell apricots, or I smell, really take your time and sniff. Now, for me, I smell a little pepper. So really, you know, you have to train your nose, take your time, okay? And hold on to this, because later when you smell it, you may smell actually a more dense, more bass tone, bass note, instead of tone. Okay. But as you notice, it's got, it's more sedating. It's got all these therapeutic uses, and that is why it is so popular. All right, now, lavender. You notice, no, normally I would not, in this particular slide presentation, it would come up one at a time, but in this one it's just showing everything, so you get one step ahead of the game here. I want you to smell lavender and tell me what you think, what the difference is. The other side. Yes, yes. That is camphor that you smell. And it can have from 7 to 40% now. How would you use this? I mean, if this was in a soap, would you use it to go to sleep? Or would you use it for what purpose?
Medicinal?
It is medicinal. That's right, it is medicinal. It's good for clearing your sinuses, waking you up in the morning if you want to use that type of soap. You know, it's just really good compared to lavender angustifolia, which is more relaxing. It's like, you know, I want to put that in my diffuser. It's going to relax my mind. It's going to make me feel good. And this is going to wake me up. All right. Now I wanted to show you something here. This is an empty bottle of chamomile that I have, and I want you to notice that, you know, it says chamomile aroma, but it also shows the Latin name underneath. Now, this is where you would find out what oil you picked up. Let me show this to you. Do you notice the name under there? All right. So this is how you're going to find out what type of oil you have, what species or variety. Okay. All right. Glad you enjoyed that. I have a couple recipes here. I will be more than happy to give them to you after I'm done. The detox bath I've used, and it's wonderful. I take it at night. Of course, you have to, make the ambiance in the room, the soft lighting, and listen to whole tones music because it's very relaxing. And I'll just stay in there like for 10 minutes, 15 if I have time, and after that it's like, okay, I'm ready for bed. But it's good for cleaning out your system. Okay. The Sleepy Time Diffuser, I've used this as well, and it's very relaxing. Most people today have trouble sleeping. They're stressed. And there's 2 ways to help you get the sleep you need. Okay. Any questions? No? I did that good of a job? Great. All right. I have 2 references here. The first one is from the school I'm going to. It's actually our textbook. But the second one here is the one that really catapulted me into essential oils. Dr. Zielinski, he has a PhD in aromatherapy and a lot of other things as well. He's got this master class online that you can take, and it just opened my mind, the power of essential oils. Now I know I didn't go over a whole lot today, but I just wanted you to get an idea of how great these oils are. He's written a book, The Healing Power of Essential Oils, and it's wonderful. No, I have not read all the essential oil books, but this is really amazing. He explains everything so well for us lay folk. And he gives wonderful ideas. Him and his wife have been using essential oils for over 25 years. So they're very knowledgeable. They offer a lot of information, a lot of blends that you could try, and I really recommend that you get this book. It's not that expensive. You can get it on Amazon. Uh-oh. Well, technical difficulties happen. I did have one more slide, but it just showed the website of the school, achs.edu. If you're interested in a career in aromatherapy, herbal medicine, holistic nutrition, and there's a whole slew of different studies that you can get involved in, and I highly recommend them all. Thank you so much for coming. You've helped me, and I really hope that you leave here a little bit more knowledgeable, and you will go home and try some oils. Okay? Thank you very much. Good night.